Hello, welcome to Addition to the Wild. My name is Les. I'm going to tell you about what things I like to use, and I like to use a book bag. The reason why I like to use a book bag for, I put it on my back and stuff, and I have one hand holding the pole, the other hand can be free just in case I need it for like gripping the tree, or I'm going downhill if I don't sit down and brace myself, or I use it for carrying the cooler, or I can use it for my lantern. You know, it's good to have one free hand, then have one hand to tackle box with the fishing pole, and then have a lot of stuff in your hand. You slip and fall, you already been there. You slip and fall, stuff fall in the water, and so you break stuff and everything. It's just pretty bad. A book bag on your back is a little bit more better. You know what I'm saying? If you hunt, it's the same way. You hunt, you put your book bag on your back. It's a little bit more easy to use and everything and stuff. That's the reason why I like the book bag. But these are the things I use in my book bag right here. You know what I'm saying? I like getting a bobber right here. Bobber is good to use and everything and stuff. You want to fish on top fish and everything. It's really, really good and everything and stuff. And you get you a light thing and stuff. You know, it's a light you break away and stuff, a glow stick, and you put it on there. Take some duct tape and everything. You just lay it up on there and stuff. And it's really nice to use. And I love when catfish, especially, grab it, goes down, you don't see it, like, whoa, man, where's that light is and stuff. You know what I'm saying? Or you see them playing with it, you know they out there and stuff. It's good to have a bobber. Once you get you some nice sticks and everything and stuff, it's good to have. You know, they call them glow sticks. That's why I make the glow sticks. And then I like to use binoculars. Binoculars are really good to use. I like to look down there like, let me see what this person catching and everything, and I sit there and view everything, or see where I want to fish at and stuff. You know, it's really good to have. See what's going on in your whole surrounding. It's really good to have. You know, if you get a chance to get your binoculars and everything and stuff, I mean, they don't cost that much. You go to Walmart and probably get some good, you know what I'm saying, for about $10 or less than that. You know, sometimes you catch them on sale. You know, you don't have to get no real powerful one, just enough to see down there, see what's going on, you know what I'm saying. And then my other thing I like to carry with me is my trout line, you know what I'm saying. It's all different lines out there. I like trout line, you know what I'm saying, extra tough line. I like it and everything and stuff. I carry around with me just in case my line, you know, get messed up with my reel and everything and stuff, or I change it out, or I put a different size on, or whatever. It just depends what the situation is and everything and stuff. Just be good to carry some line in your book bag. You know, make sure you carry some line in your book bag. Now, the other stuff I like to use and stuff and carry with me is all my lures. Now, your lures and stuff you want to carry with you just in case. So even though you might be catfish, but you know, one day you might see bass moving around, or any other stuff, a lot of bluegills, or you know, perches, or anything and stuff. You have to like a lot of different lures and everything and stuff. And it's good to carry with you and stuff. You know, it's good to put in the book bag. So that's another thing I like to use and everything and stuff. So have that ready too. And then the stuff I like to use is circular hook. Circular hooks is real good. A lot of people ain't really familiar with the circular hooks and stuff. You know, right here it's the 4-odd. I like the 4-odd stuff. It's good for catfish, and it's good for shark fishing. You know, down here I shark fish, catfish. I do it all stuff. The circular hook is the gotta get the circular hooks. They are really, really good and everything and stuff. Get circular hooks and stuff. Make sure they're really sharp and stuff. Stainless steel and stuff. You don't want to get that stuff. Sometimes it's all rusted up and everything. It's good to have some circular hooks. And you can go to Walmart and you can get them for like $2. You know, that's the cheap one. Or you know, you can get all different sizes. Go up to like, you know, $5 just for some like 6 circular hooks and everything and stuff. So you know, the one I like is called Ohm. You know, Ohm. The one called Ohm is really good. So get you some circular hooks. Is really good to have and stuff. Now the other stuff I like to carry me is treble hooks. Treble hooks is really good too for catfish and other stuff, you know, you can use for. And you know, if you got the springs, it's good too for the dough bait. So if you got spring stuff, you know, use it for the dough bait. And if you saw my other show I got, that's what I was using for the dough bait. Is the treble hooks, and it's really good to smash it in the dough bait in real good and grip it real good. Treble hooks is real good for like if you're using chicken liver and all that stuff. It's good for chicken liver and everything and stuff. So treble hooks is one of the ways you want to go to. Now swivels, you want to use swivel because you got leads and stuff. You know, swivel is real good because you know when the fish be fighting, you don't want him to, you know, turning up your line and everything, twisting it, you know what I'm saying? Your line got so much attention on it already. So you know, a swivel to make it, you know what I'm saying, relax that line and stuff, so then when they just spinning around and all that stuff, you know what I'm saying, and the ball barrel in there twisting around and everything, it's good to have a swivel with you and everything and stuff. If you know how, go ahead and do your lead and stuff. So if you don't, I'm going to try to do a video on it, how to set up a line and everything, because some people don't understand how to set up a line. I had some people ask me about it, but swivel is real good to have too in your bag. And then the other one is smaller hooks. Now, carry some smaller hooks and everything like some 4s and 2s, some small hooks and stuff for, you know what I'm saying, for your bluegills, you know, your little panfish and everything. It's good to have. So remember that and everything and stuff. So have that in your bag too. And another thing that's having your bag is a Berkeley. Now I got a Berkeley stripper, strip my line for my reel. So now this is what you do now. And I love this stuff. I like you in a hotel and you sitting there like, man, I don't got time to take all that line off my hand and everything and stuff. You know, I'm ready to go fishing. So what you do is, now you take the line like this, and you just slide it in here. It's an arrow inside here. It's an arrow that shows you where you put the line at. Now what you do is you do this now. Now this is the fun part I like to do. So now you do like this, like you see how that line moving fast? Look at that. Shoot right off of there. Ooh, and you're done. You know what I'm saying? Then you're done, and then you cut it off right there. The line's done. It's right there. Then you ready to put it on some new line and stuff. Who got time to sit there taking all that stuff with your hand? It just takes too long, you know what I'm saying? This is a good thing to use and everything. You know, it's made by Berkeley and stuff. It's a stripper line and stuff. Get you one, put in your book bag, don't go home without it. This is a good thing to use and everything and stuff, so you know what I'm saying? And then, like I told you, the book bag is good to use. Take your book bag and stuff, you know what I'm saying? Just put it right on. It's easy to use. You know what I'm saying? I'm not saying your tackle box is bad and everything and stuff, but who really want to carry all that stuff in one hand and pull one hand, and you want to carry your lantern and probably a cooler with you? You know what I'm saying? A book bag, put it back, you know what I'm saying? Just get your hand a little bit more free. Like I said, you know, if you slip and fall, you see the bracelets there. Think about that and everything and stuff. I know you've been there before, and it's muddy situation. You're going down hills at the river and stuff. You know, the rivers will be dangerous. I've felt in the river before in one lifetime. So, you know, it's really dangerous. You at least want to have one hand, you know, to brace yourself, or even hold onto a tree branch or something, you know what I'm saying? It is good to have one hand. So this is Addition to the Wild, and thank you for viewing me, and thank you for all my subscribers and everything. If you have not subscribed, please subscribe to me. Thank you very much, and have a good day.